Oh, what a mess this is going to be. What a mess this is going to be. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm, and welcome back to the Grizzly Bear Sam's YouTube channel. And let's feed our dog a little bit here. He's hungry. This is episode number 6. We're in the third game day of 9 game days per season. Hello, Frosty. You come here often? I certainly hope not. Yeah, we've got snow on the ground, and we've got rain coming from the sky, and just absolutely crazy. Huh. This old shed leaks a little bit. This old shed over here, at least last night when I was playing off camera, was leaking like a sieve, and I thought Giants was supposed to fix this. Yeah, this. I thought Giants was supposed to fix this for Farm Sim 19. Did I miss something? Granted, keep in mind, this game has been out almost a year, and I have had so much going on that I can't remember whether or not I have played Farm Sim 19 in the rain or snow. I'm sure I have, but I don't think I've walked into a building to actually test and see if this is working or not the way it's supposed to. But it's not. The roof is leaking. Again, I thought Giants were supposed to fix this. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we can bang on about that until the cows come home, I suppose, if we want to, and we're not going to get anywhere with that. So we basically saw this storm coming, Billy Bob, Jack, and I, and did our best to get all the equipment moved into this big shed here as best as we could. The tractors, we pulled this in because we were I'm gonna try not to hit that post, because we were out feeding, and let's see what I've managed to do here. I've managed to get myself on that post, haven't I? There we go. Billy Bob pulled this thing in there and got it all crooked and everything. All right, so we just pushed that tipper out of the way because I don't have my camera zoom set correctly. Small problems and big excuses, right? Okay, so we're not going to go seed. We're just literally going to go and move this seeder around and bring things around where we can look at things better, clearly, easier, all that good kind of stuff. All right. We'll just we'll bring this thing down here and drop it in front of this shed here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is possibly going to be a little bit of a short episode, only because, and I'm going to leave that connected to that tractor, just simply because, well, because there's not a whole lot that we can do, but we are going to do a few things. Let's go ahead and go down and shovel out the cow barn, because that needs to be done. So hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Again, this is episode number 6, and that trailer's in the way. I parked that trailer right there because I didn't have time to park it properly. That's our cotton bale trailer that we're going to use. And let me just go ahead and kick this up to 5x because I want to get out of this game day as quickly as possible. I want to get out of this nightmare that is snow on the ground in spring. Seeing this I'm going to go ahead and stop here and get out and open this door, because that'll let a little bit of light into the subject of the barn. Seeing the snow makes me, doesn't really stress me, but it lets me see what is to come for my real world life, because we're in fall. We've got a huge, now of course it's going to be a little while before you guys see this episode, but I saw that the Northern Rockies, which I'm kind of technically in the Southern Rockies, but the Northern Rockies is expected some snow and maybe even some blizzard-like conditions. Now this would be, I think, up near like Boise, Idaho, places like that, maybe Montana, Wyoming, that area. Interesting. So anyway, okay, Betsy, come on out of there. And I'm just not, I'm not ready for that. I'm literally not ready for that whatsoever. I am not ready for snow in the real world. Certainly wasn't ready for it in this map. And I also see that they haven't fixed this issue of not being able to fill 100% on these buckets. That's interesting as well. I kind of wonder what the heck Giants has done. Okay, we bought a hook lift system because the wife, like I said in the previous episode, the wife is interested in running some greenhouses. She has basically said that as long as we will handle the manure aspects of it and the water aspects, in other words, drive the equipment and everything, and bring her the manure and stuff like that, she will handle, her and the kids will basically take care of the picking of the fruit and veg or whatever we're going to grow in there. I'm not sure what she's going to do, to be quite honest. So I kind of thought, well, instead of carting this manure, because the interesting thing is it's the manure bunker is right over there. You kind of see that. I don't know of a way to get over there unless you actually come out of the pasture through those double gates and around. Well, that's opening and closing gates every time that you want to do that. So I got the bright idea that we'll just bring a hook lift trailer over here, and this will hold like 30 or 40,000 liters, maybe more. But let's actually investigate that and see. Yeah, there's no gate, no fence there, or no gate in the fence. There is a gate here, but that gate does open. Okay, well, my bad. I think that I must have been. Move, Bessie. Come on, move out. I don't know. I guess I was blind. But anyway, now that I see, I think this is going to still work out okay, because this would still be opening and closing the gate. Of course, my cows and everything are very well mannered. They're not gonna walk out of the outside gates and everything. But I think that that still would be a little bit of a haul to go around there and come around and empty manure over there. So I think this is going to work out better for us, and this is going to allow me to collect a little bit of manure, and then we'll haul that over there once we get the greenhouses built. And gotta take this parking brake off, Jerry, and we'll get that going for her. Right now, I'm worried about the snow. Right now, I'm just we've got 3 fields of wheat planted. Let me go ahead and pull this thing out here, and then we'll get out and go and shut these 2 double gates. We got 3 fields of wheat planted, and the soil temperature has dropped further. Of course, I doubt very seriously if the seeds were in the ground long enough to even germinate, so we should be okay, I think. I hope. But you know, some of the other farmers around me, they started planting a lot a lot earlier than I did. So I'm kind of worried about them, and I hope for the best. Hope for the best for them. All right, we're going to just pull in here and park this guy in this rainy, leaky building here in front of our cotton harvester. It's going to be a while before we're going to need that. That's for sure. And let's see. I bought this little, picked up this little John Deere 7810. I kind of thought this might be a good tractor to have around the farm. It's not going to do anything other than really move trailers and stuff around. It might be okay to move like the mixing wagon. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. And that's what we're actually going to go do right now. Is we're going to grab the mixing wagon. Actually, let's go ahead and get connected to our water tanker here and see if it will carry the water. It may not do this. It may be just a little bit too heavy, but we'll see. No, I think it's doing all right. We'll go ahead and we'll add some four-wheel drive there to it, and we'll move this water tanker around and go back into the cow yard. And I tell you what, let's do right quick before we do that. It's a parking brake. Let's go over there and grab this box of eggs, because we have a box of eggs already. So very carefully as not to break any of the eggs, we will bring them around over here for now. And is this closed? We'll set the eggs in here for now, and place them gently on the ground. Okay. We'll get the kids or somebody to do something with that in a bit. All right. So we're going to move the water around. Now we're looking into the feasibility of having the water basically plumbed in for the cows. You guys know how much I like that. And evidently, you know, again, kind of being asleep at the wheel here for as long as I have, you know, I knew that the water trough feature, and it has a fancier name than that by GTX. I know that he, you know, released that mod. I think it was from him, and you know, I've contemplated manually installing it, but you know me, I managed to get it done on whatever map that was, Green River, I think, in 17, and it worked fantastic. But I don't know if I could do it again. I'm sure I could, but I just don't have the time. I've got too much going on. It's Saturday morning, and the wife is about to get up, I'm sure, and we're going to start that heck of a painting project that we're going to be doing with the ladders and the 16-foot ceiling and all that stuff. So if you hear from me, if I start up another episode in a few days and say, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel, and welcome to Lone Oak Farm, and this is episode number 7, then you know that I have survived as I take a drink of coffee. You know that I survived that project. Again, it involves climbing up on a ladder about 16 feet in the air and painting, and then replacing a couple of lamps, or a couple of lights, hanging lights, chandelier kind of type things. Okay, so let's get in forward here. Let's go ahead and move this thing around. And yeah, I think this little tractor will be fine for this type of work. Again, I was looking for something that if I found myself in a situation where Billy Bob and Jack and whatnot were out with the other tractors, that I would have a smaller tractor that we could basically move this type of equipment around, and or it'll move the plows, it'll move the cultivators, it'll move stuff around in the yard if we need to if we basically need to do that. That's always a possibility of having to shift stuff around. I mean, right now we've got a plow, we've got a tipper, we've got a seeder, we've got a header out, we've got this John Deere cultivator here. The John Deere company brought this by, our dealership up the street brought this by for us to try on a couple of our fields, and of course we won't be. And look, the kids built another snowman. So they built a snowman by the house, they built a snowman there. They are just crazy. The kids are loving this, but this, I've tried to explain to them, this ain't good. This ain't good for Daddy. Daddy's stressed. Daddy is stressed over this, that is for sure. Okay, let's take a look and see what we need in the animal feed department. And we have to scroll down. And total mixed rations, they could use some total mixed rations. So we'll back up to this, grab a hold of this guy, and I'm going to go fill this thing up, and then I will be right back. Alright, and just like that, we have our total mixed rations loaded into our mixing wagon, and we will try to not take the side of the barn off as we bring this guy into the shed here and fill up our cows with some total mixed rations. That should keep them happy in this cooler snow and whatnot. And I'll go ahead and set the parking brake and shut the tractor off. I'm going to leave the tractor in here, as a matter of fact, for just right now, because I don't want to move that. I don't want to move the total mixed rations out here into the snow and the rain or whatever else this is called, whatever else that is happening to us right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, the wife is moving around upstairs. It's a little after 7:30 on Saturday morning, Saturday the 28th of September. And again, if you hear from me in a few days, of course, you'll see me on Discord maybe. If I survive this project, then you'll know that I survived it, and of course I'll be sure to tell you all about it once I get the project done. So I'm going to sign off a bit early, about 18 minutes or so here for this episode, 19 minutes or so, something like that. And just thank you all for watching. I appreciate that. And we will get back together, and we'll get. Well, I don't know if we're going to clean this mess up. I think this mess will clean itself up, because I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the sun comes out in the next day and melts all this junk that's on the ground here, because I don't want to deal with that right now. We'll deal with that in the wintertime just fine, but we've got a lot of work to do. And I'm hoping that the sun comes out, the soil temperatures start climbing, and those little wheat seeds start coming out and waving their arms about saying, hello, we're ready to go. So until that time, thank you for watching, and please take good care of yourself, and I will see you all right here on Lone Oak Farm for episode number 7 after the painting project. God bless you all. Take care, and bye-bye for now.